the one and only Leo Biaz. Hey, Leo.
I'm excited to be back, my man. It was 9 days in Vegas. We got stuck in the desert, and we had a little hangover remix out there, man.
I wore a wig to school once, and they said no headgear was allowed.
How did
spider web
was it
tights.
Obvious that it was a wig?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was having fun.
Wig.
See, this is exactly why we have them on the show, and this is what makes them fun.
You're listening to KXVS, the voice of Stockton, 92.1 FM.
Do you want to relive the golden days of Stockton? Join Nate Knott on Stockton Alive every first and third Monday at 6 p.m. Tune into thevoiceofstockton.org.
Hello, welcome to Chef Tobias Cooks, here where we have kitchen conversations with professional chefs, cooks, home cooks, bakers, and people that just can't cook. So join us every week for our kitchen conversations and learn a thing or two. And I don't burn nothing in my kitchen.
This is Darius Oliver, and you're listening to 92.1 KXVS, the voice of Stockton.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS, the voice of Stockton, or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff.
Da 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 da, shabba da do da da da, shabba da dee da da da, shabba da dee da do da da da, shabba da dee da da da, shabba da be da do da da da, shabba da be da da da, yeah, shabba dee da, Tobias good.
KXVS, the voice of Stockton, presents Kitchen Conversations with Chef Tobias Cook and your host, Chef Tobias Cook.
All right. Happy Thursday. Thank you so much for coming back and joining us on our second segment. This segment, I have food for you. I do. I have food. But it's a little twist today because I do have a guest today. Yay! Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alicia Perry. Yay! That's the audience.
All right. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, yes, my name is Alicia. I am the Assistant Director of the Community Involvement Program at the University of the Pacific. So if you have children in high school and they want a scholarship and retention program, contact us at cip@pacific.edu. My other hat is I am the Executive Director, Janitor, all the above for 3C's organization, which is a nonprofit here in Stockton, California.
All right, so we have 3 Seeds in the house. How can they get in contact with you real quick?
So what you can do to contact 3 Seeds is info@3seeds.org, and that's all spelled out, THREESEEDS.org.
All right. Thank you, Miss Alicia. Thank you so much. You and I know each other from various places, but the number one place we know each other from is Delta College.
Yes, we are alums.
Yes. So we was going to Delta College. We both decided to go back. Had the kids, had the family. We went back to college and made it happen, right?
Yes.
So, true story. This is it. I'm going to share this. Can I share this real quick, Governor Don? How I met Miss Alicia? Away. Okay, I'm going to share it. So I will see Alicia all the time on campus, right? And I will speak to her. I would speak to you. Mm-hmm. And she was kind of like, who is this girl speaking to me? But I was very persistent. Yes. It was like years later. Mm-hmm. Years later, I would still speak to her because our kids went to the same school. Yes. And we saw each other not at our school, but we saw each other at their school. Mm-hmm. Then we saw each other at Food for Less. We saw each other at Target. We saw each other in the community. Because not only did we go to school together, but we lived in the same community. Come find out we lived like what, maybe 2-3 blocks away from each other. And then our kids went to school and our daughters were best friends. Yep. So she had no choice but to be my friend.
To love her.
Yeah. Then come find finding out we were related.
To love her even more.
That is just craziness, right? So now I have officially, you are in my life.
Yes.
Forever now, right?
Forever.
All right, so let's get to it. So Miss Alicia has this wonderful program. Tell them about the vision board real quick.
So basically, 2 weeks ago,
Yes.
we did a vision board workshop, and the chef attended. She was awesome, and her daughter, OMG. So we're doing another one on the 25th, which is a couple of Mondays from now. But what it is it's a vision and an action board workshop. So not only are you doing your vision board, you are telling us the actions that you're going to take to do what's on this board. And it's awesome. So basically, like Chef, hers was so deep. I'm sitting there going,
Governor
whoa.
Don, you believe that? You believe that?
It was deep.
Oh,
it was
of course,
deep.
Of course.
I almost shed a tear when she's talking about dimensions. I was like, wow, dimensions, yeah. So if you guys want to come to the Vision and Action Board workshop, it is on our Facebook page at 3cs.org under events. And RSVP and come and have fun.
All right. So we're going to be talking about that as well. And then we're going to be talking about 3C's organization as well. So why are you here on a cooking show? Let's talk about it.
Okay. So, let me tell you why I'm really here. So at the vision board, right, I was kind of like rushing, right? So I went to Safeway and I got this little sad little pitiful tray, right?
Governor Don, she showed up with a pre-made food tray.
Yeah.
A $28 tray of $3 worth of vegetables?
Yes, and
No.
she knew that Chef was coming.
Yeah.
She knew Chef was coming.
But I didn't have any way to, I didn't have any way to like prepare. So I was like, bam.
She was doing her
bam,
best.
here you go.
Yes.
Eat that cheese, that salami, those olives. I'm good.
And being the person I am, I opened it up and I arranged it really nicely
Really pretty.
and put it out. So I said, you know what? This is what we're going to do. I'm going to have you come on The Voice of Stockton with Chef Tobias Cooks. And I am going to show you how to put together an inexpensive, nutrition, very quick food tray.
Yes.
Okay? So
Yes.
can we get started?
Let's go.
All
Let's do
right.
it.
All right. So here we are. It's really simple. So just like I've done before with the smoothies, I've done before with the sandwiches, and last week I did before with the hors d'oeuvres. Basically, utilize the foods that you have. Oftentimes people think that they have to go to the store, they have to get this, they have to get that, and they end up spending more money and they don't even eat it all. Choose the foods that you eat. Here's my rule. Choose the foods that you eat and then add on a few foods that you have not tried.
Awesome.
So then that way you can stick within your budget. You can stick within what everyone in your home eat, but then also you introduce people in your home to a little bit of new stuff. If they don't like it, they don't like it. And if you like it, they're gonna like it, right?
Yay, new stuff.
So let's start off with something very simple here. So you could do this the night before.
Okay.
This is really easy to do.
See, and I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah,
but
so you could get these little party trays here, and we could get these at the 99-cent store, the Dollar Tree. Don't bring the glass ones like I have. I have the fancy glass ones. Let's just stick to something simple. So we have our nice little tray here.
Yes.
Usually when you walk in the grocery store, we walk into the fruits and vegetable part, right? Now we could get carried away with fruits and vegetables. I love bananas, but the thing about bananas is when you cut them, they go brown,
mushy,
and they go mushy, and then they're not very appetizing. So at the end, you're left with bananas. However, what I do with the bananas is I'll take them, put them in a bag, take them home, put them in the freezer, and I'll use them for smoothies.
Okay.
So if you do bananas, just think that you can utilize those bananas again for your smoothies, okay?
No banana left behind. Okay, got
I love it.
Okay.
Cucumbers.
Okay.
Cucumbers is great. I like the English ones. I like the other ones, but I prefer these if you're going to use a vegetable plate. They're very affordable and also nutritious as well. The kids love them. The adults love them. They're easy to chew, easy to put on a paper towel, on a plate, and usually these go really quick. So when you purchase these here, I recommend that you put these in a refrigerator, get them really nice and cool. And a lot of people think that you have to have this fancy way of chopping them. Actually, you don't. Look, just chop it in the middle. This is a real easy cut for the camera to come back. Let's just do it sideways like this. There is a name for it, but I'm not going to give you the whole chef cookbook name. Okay. Just chop them just like this. Look how cool this is.
It's pretty.
Just like this. You have the little end piece. Put the end piece up here. Grab the whole thing. Put it down just like this. And you could do this the night before. It'll take you no more than maybe 3 minutes to do that. After you do that, you could wrap it with saran wrap. Another way you could do it is classic, is circles. You could get the kids to do this. I would make them kind of nice and thick. The reason why I would do that, so that people could take at least about 1 or 2 and they could get a good feel for it.
Got it.
So if you do it like this, just put it on here like this. It doesn't even have to be in order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just put it up. You could put that in a corner like this. Another way, which is very, very popular, a lot of people don't know that they could do this, but if you have a pillar, you could run it down on the sides. But if you like me, that use a knife all of the time, make sure you keep it down like this. So let's do it like we do a potato. So you got one here, and it doesn't have to be fancy. Please don't think that you have to be fancy. You don't. That's the beauty of it. So we like to call this a zebra cut. See, look at this here. And then slice it. Nice. Just like this here. And then you want to
smells so great, Chef.
Take
it does, huh?
And go right down the middle again. Look how easy that was. You think you could do this?
Yes.
And look how this, look. And you got some nice, cute little little ones just like this here. And it doesn't have to be super, 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 super in order. Just put it on here and look at that. And it's really nice. It looks good, smells good, like Governor Don says. And you could do it the night before, put it in a refrigerator. And the thing about this is that it has like the liquid, like a little bit of the water in it, so your guests can stay dehydrated. They don't feel like they have to drink a whole bunch of water or soda or whatever. You could just put that out there and they could just nibble on it as well. All right. So the next one is carrots. So I don't want to get too controversial. Don't email, don't inbox me. I have to put up one of those signs, like do not.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer. That's what I have to do. I buy bag carrots.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
A lot of people like the baby carrots.
No.
Just the bag carrots. Just get a bag of carrots. Buy a bag of carrots. You don't have to go for the fancy shredder carrots. You don't have to do the baby carrots. If you want to do the shredded carrots, that's another recipe. But just buy a bag of carrots. How much a bag of carrots costs? Like
98 cents.
Yeah.
Go to the dollar store.
Yes. Okay, so what you do, a lot of people get the carrots and they get the pillar and they peel off. No,
that's the good stuff,
no.
right?
That's the good part about it. No, just wash it really, really well.
As we did.
Yeah. And take this part. Ooh, one ran away, but that's okay. And a lot of people are intimidated by this, but please don't be.
Ooh. Watermelon. Okay. We got it.
Okay. That looks great. This is live, right? Hey, I'm gonna have to bring my little bucket, huh? Come down like that's Chef Tobias cook / housekeeper.
That's right. Whatever it takes.
Yes. See how I just took off the little tops like that? It's just real easy. You don't even have to have a super, super big knife. And the kids can even do this. All right, and then line them up. See how I just lined them up just like this?
Yes.
And just grab it and just cut it. And I will leave them kind of chunky, being that you're sitting there, you're thinking about what you're doing, you're cutting out paper, you're imagining yourself in your vision boards, and you could just sit there and just nibble on a nice little piece of carrot. It gives you something to do.
Yeah.
It helps your mind going.
It takes the place of a pencil.
And by you doing that, it actually helps you focus as well. All right. So while I was doing that, Governor Dunn, thank you very much. Appreciate that. So tell me some of the things that people do at the vision board party.
So basically, everyone finds what they want to have achieved by next year. So we give it like a year limit. Some people do their whole life, but you have to take small steps. So I try to keep it on a year. So basically, they get that information, put it on a board, and along with aspirations and affirmations. And then at the end of the actual board, that looks so good. At the end of the board being done, they do a presentation of their board and the meaning behind their board and the action to achieve these goals that are on the board.
All right. So look at this.
It's pretty.
We're right here in Lodi. We're in the wine country. You can get some nice grapes. I personally like the seeded grapes. However, for your event, you will have younger children there. So I will recommend that you get the seedless grapes.
Gotcha.
For that. But look, you just put the grapes right on here.
So pretty.
Yeah. And then whatever vegetable, whatever fruit that you have, you could put some strawberries on here. You could do some celery. Celery is awesome. Okay, if you want to do something a little spicy, you could do raw bell peppers. I think we had someone that didn't like the raw bell pepper, and I kind of made a fan. I made the fan. But yeah, you could do some bell pepper. You could even boil some potatoes and cut the potatoes and put it on there. So look, it's all about your imagination of how you want it. So look, this is a nice platter. It's really inexpensive. I spent $5.48 just on this alone. And then if you add $1 to the tray. So you just saved yourself how much?
About
$14.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's real easy and simple. And this tray right here could feed comfortably about 15 people.
Gotcha.
Because here's the thing. The vegetables are nice and cut, hearty. They can see that. People tend to usually pick the grapes. They don't tend to take a lot of grapes.
Right.
And the carrots, your brain is going to tell you that I have to eat this carrot.
Right.
So they're going to get like 1 or 2.
Right.
So that's going to take care of about 10 to 15 people right there. Because instead of them grabbing a whole bunch of food, now you're telling them you don't need as much.
Right.
Enjoy it.
Exactly.
Eat it. Pick it up and enjoy it. And go back to doing the vision board.
And it's healthy.
Yes.
Yes.
And you could do this the night before.
Yes.
Wrap it up. Put it in the refrigerator. And put a do not eat.
Yes. I got twins.
Yes. Do not eat.
Yes.
Okay. And the great thing about this that I like is the leftovers. You could use it for your smoothies. It's just that simple.
Last week's episode.
That was last week's episode. Okay, so let's take this out here.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm gonna put it at. I guess we can figure it out. All right. Here we are. Okay, so moving on. I had a watermelon here. I was going to cut the watermelon up.
Yes.
But, I don't think I need to cut a watermelon up on TV, right? So
It could be fun.
it could be fun. It could be challenging.
It could be bloopers.
It could be bloopers.
We had a blooper.
It could go that way. All right, so next, let's do something a little bit more. So, Miss Alicia, you have a food allergy.
Yes.
And what is the food allergy?
So I'm allergic to everything. No, I am allergic to seafood and tree nuts.
And when you say tree nuts, what do you mean?
So peanuts, walnuts, nut, yes, nuts.
Really? So like no almond milk?
Nope.
Pine nuts?
Nope. Sucks. Yeah.
Cashews?
Nope. Nope.
What about roasted soybeans?
Haven't tried it.
They're not nuts.
Okay, so the thing about having allergies is I limit myself of what I eat because I don't want to even go through the asphyxiation.
Yes.
So I just limit myself from the beginning.
Okay, cool. You know, Zalon, my oldest daughter, I tell this story all the time. She's 25 now. But just imagine when she was 7 years old. That was a while ago. She has food allergies, and at the time, I would have to take her to the emergency rooms. And they didn't know, I mean, we didn't know about celiac disease. We didn't know about food allergies. So one doctor in particular, when she was about 9, said, you know what? Take her off everything. Fruits and vegetables. I'm like, why? Why? So guess what? I had to learn how to make food for her. I had to learn how to make wheat-free, fish-free, nut-free food. So that's how I got into learning how to bake gluten-free and bake vegan, and that also led me on the road of vegan eating fruits and vegetables. So another thing is hummus. My daughter loves hummus, but the sesame seed that is in the hummus, sometime, well, now that she's older, she can do whatever she wants, but before, she couldn't have the hummus because of the tahini, the sesame seed. I grew up on hummus. I grew up on Middle Eastern food as well. So this is a little trick of the trade. You could do hummus if you want. You can get the hummus bean, or you could boil the hummus or whatever. You could buy it in a can. I've even seen hummus frozen. The frozen ones. Yeah. Okay. So you could do the canned ones. I would do cumin. Here you are. So we have cumin. And cumin is C-U-M-I-N. Look it up. It's a Indian spice and a Middle Eastern spice. And it has a really, really great earthy flavor to it. And then garlic.
It smells like chili.
It is. You could use cumin for chili. Yes, ma'am. Now you could do fresh garlic, or you could just do dried garlic as well. Depends on your day, what's going on. And then I'll do lemon juice from a real lemon. Yes. And pepper to your taste. Yes. Okay, so the hummus, we just have some canned hummus, and the blender is back, Governor. The blender is back. So what I do is I'll open up the can. I'll drain the liquid from the can. I will keep one can that has liquid in it.
So what's in those cans?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So the cans is the hummus. The ingredients is good. The beans, salt, and it has no allergy or anything like that. Yay. So that's very important that we have to pay attention to as well. A lot of times with beans, I found out with like refried beans and baked beans in particular, I will always get vegetarian. So if I do get baked beans in a can, I actually like to make my beans, but we live in a microwave society. Right. I will always get the vegetarian beans. So that's a great way to look out. You don't have to be a vegetarian to get the vegetarian beans. Got it. That just means that you can protect yourself from a lot of the cross-contamination ingredients. Yes. And then if you do have someone that has allergy, that's a great way too. So usually what I'll do is I'll take the beans, I'll put them in a bowl, I'll put hot water on it, and then I'll drain it. Or you could just put it in. Make sure you save a little bit of the liquid. So then we'll add a little bit of the cumin. We'll do a little bit of the lemon juice. I did not put any oil in it because a lot of the oil, when it says vegetable oil, is actually soybean oil. So that can be an allergy as well. So you will have to do olive oil. Yes. Unfortunately, sometimes some olive oil agitate allergies as well. So if you want to do an oil, you could do sometimes avocado oil will work, or grapeseed works just as well.
What about sunflower oil and
well, it depends.
Safflower oil?
It depends on the allergy as well. You know, the sunflower, those are seeds as well, nuts as well. So that's probably sometimes. Another trick that you can do is what I like to do. Water. That usually works a little bit. We might have to use it, might not. Okay, so
very few people are allergic to water.
I hope not. I'm in a bubble.
I haven't met one yet. All right, so we gonna do the blender again.
All right.
Can we do the blender again?
Let's do blend away, Chef.
Let's do the blender.
Fire it up.
Let's see. All right. Okay, I didn't bring my mop and bucket, so let me.
What happened with the blender? What happened before?
Actually, it worked good. We just hoping we have the same luck. This is live, right?
Yeah.
All right. So it looks like it's coming along. All right. So generally you can do this with oil, olive oil. It adds a really big richness to it. But this is the way that I used to do it for my daughter growing up. So please don't inbox me saying, I have a better recipe.
Seriously?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
You know, so this is a recipe that I use from my daughter that also had food allergies as well, because I did not want to spend my day at the ER.
Yes.
The EpiPen or...
Yeah.
Yes,
Benadryl.
Yes. All right. Here we go. All right. All right. So there we go. Just get it in real good. And you could do this the night before. I had a higher one somewhere. Was that a post? All right. I think we got it, right? It looks like it's coming along well.
It's blending. It's
empty
blending.
Space, empty space. Where's the other camera? There we go. All right. Okay. So, live TV is coming up. So look at that. Actually, you could do it in a food processor. I just sometimes go to my blender. A little bit better. Okay.
Whatever works.
Did I have a bowl? I thought I had a bowl.
They're just small. No.
I didn't bring it in here.
I'll get it.
Actually, I could use one. Okay, commercial break.
Live TV.
Here we go. All right. Thank you, Governor Don, a.k.a. Sous Chef. All right. So, see how nice and creamy this came up? And usually I didn't even put any olive oil or any oil or anything like that. You know why? Because I used the juice from the bean. I used a little bit of room temperature water, and it just emulsifies it as well. So you could do this 2 days before, 3 days before, and put it in the refrigerator, and you're ready to go for your event, right?
Write that down.
Okay.
That smells great too, Chef.
And it's thank you, and it's really easy. See how simple that was?
Yes.
So what about spices or seasonings or flavor or salt or pepper or any of that kind of stuff?
I know that when you have allergies, you do want to stay away from like dye foods, like red dye is one.
Paprika might give it some color.
Exactly. Yeah. And then also you do have to be careful, like with the soy sauces and stuff like that. So I tend to just stick with salt, pepper, and then find the your Indian store. Oh my goodness. If you have a local Indian store, please go to it and pick up some fresh spices. And a lot of those are fresh. They're not pre-packaged or anything. Sometimes they're open, and that will help with your allergy as well too. But you know, the simple food, you want to taste it. You want to taste what the food is. You know, you want to taste what you eat. Even though I am a chef, but you know what? I like to taste my food. I like to taste exactly what it is. All right, so here we have hummus. Now you could do this, right?
I sure can.
It's real easy and simple.
And have you on the phone.
Now, I just left the store, and I saw about that much hummus right there selling for $4.99.
Yes. Yeah. And so the cans, it varies. Usually they're about $1. Depends on the brand you get. And the season, I can't break the fruit cost. It's probably like less than a penny for the season I just used. And then, so this will probably cost about, what, $3.25 for a big old, this one here was about 4 or 5 cups. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can make so you have like 3 or 4 times that amount still in the blender.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you could take some home, so you can have some for lunch. The kids can have some. And then if you want to add stuff to it, you can add different things to it as well. All right, so we have the platter there, and then we have the hummus. Yes. So this could feed about 15 people. Look at that. It's real easy, real simple, didn't cost a lot, and people will be satisfied. Yes. All right, so that's one down. Let's put that there. The other one that I wanted to talk about real quick, a lot of people don't understand this, but eggs. Eggs is a great filler. Another thing about eggs is you will have your vegetarians that will come and visit you. So a lot of times, you could just boil eggs. Eggs, it doesn't cost that much. At Costco, you could get like 24 eggs. You have another cup. You could get like 24 eggs for like maybe less than $4 for 2 dozen. So just boil the eggs the night before. Put them in the refrigerator. Put a little thing on it and look just like this. Yeah. It's real simple. It's real easy. Don't make it complicated. And this project is not, it won't take a lot of time from you to do it, okay? So it's just, you could do this entire project for like 45 seconds. And also you could do the project where you can have extra food for home as well. So then you come home, you don't have to cook dinner that night.
Nice.
Yay. All right. So we have the eggs here. I love eggs. I did eggs last week. We did the deviled eggs. Yes, that turned out great. Yes, and also, like I said, you'll have vegetarians that will come and visit you. The hummus I did is allergy-free and it's also vegan as well. Right. So if you have your vegans, they could get the beans with the fiber and the protein, and that would be filling as well.
Plus that garbanzo bean, also called a chickpea, is one of the most nutritious beans. They're recommended even by Dr. Sebi from the Dr. Sebi diet. So
yes.
It's a great bean.
Dr. Sebi. Yes, rest in peace. Okay, so cheese.
Okay.
People think you have to get a whole bunch of cheese. You do not. Just choose the cheese.
In my house, you got to get a whole bunch of cheese.
My house, too.
Oh, man.
I said that if I ever won the lottery, I'm going to buy cheese.
Okay.
All right. So for the cheese, get a block of cheese. Look how cool this is. This is so cool. Just get a block of cheese and what?
Bam.
Oh, okay.
1 dish down.
Yes.
Yeah. And so they could do this.
Themselves.
You can just even start it out for them.
Yeah.
Because what happened is when you purchase the cheese and it's already cubed, it's processed.
Right.
Yeah.
It's already been processed.
Coated with cellulose and all.
And sometimes it loses its it loses the moisture, so it's really dry and it's cracking, it's brittle.
Sharp on the corner.
Yep. Just buy a nice cheese. You could go to the deli, you go to the grocery store. And just get, this is a 1 pound. This pound cost me $3.98, and it's in your house. You could buy 2 or 3 of them and just keep them. Okay, so cheese is important. Just a nice block of cheese. Put a plastic spoon in it, and boom, there you go.
Let them do it.
All right. So this is one. Another thing, I'm gonna speed up the process a little bit, is bread. We have to have our carbs. I know sometimes you're allergic to certain types of bread, but that's okay. There's like a million different kinds of breads out there. You got gluten-free, you got rice bread. What I did is I picked up a croissant.
Yes.
Like, who doesn't like a good croissant? Yes. These are kind of big croissants, and they're real good and juicy. But you know what? You could do this. You could break them apart just like this. Just use your fingers. You could get your daughter to do this. Just break it apart. And this goes a long way.
Interesting.
Because now they could just come and grab some fruit, grab some vegetables. They could grab an egg, grab some hummus, and guess what? A piece of bread. That's it. Sometimes we do crackers and stuff, but the honesty about crackers, I love a good cracker. Crackers are expensive.
Yes.
They're very expensive. And the thing about crackers is they get wasted a lot. And you can't really do anything with them afterwards.
Because they're out the package.
With bread, if I have leftover bread, guess what? It's gonna go in the oven when I get home, and I'm gonna make some croutons.
Nice.
It's just that simple. And you can use it. You could use a crouton in your salads. You can use it in your soup. You can even use crouton. You could bake a chicken and put it on top and put it in the oven. But that's another story. All right.
And you know how expensive croutons are.
Yes.
Man, this is just dry bread.
Right.
And
Probably old bread.
And being that you already have purchased your garlic and cumin, you just toss this in a little oil or a little butter for you. After that, add a little bit of the seasoning on it. Put it in the oven about 5 minutes on 350, and you got some beautiful croutons.
Nice.
Yes. So not only are you feeding people, but you're saving money, and you can just do that. Okay. So for the one more, Governor Don, close your eyes. We have a roasted chicken.
Oh yeah. Sorry, chicken.
So look. This is it. I'm a chef. I roast about 4 to 6 chickens a week.
Okay.
A minute.
I do that for my house. I'll go to Costco's and I'll get the big chickens. I'll buy those. The reason why I do is because I like the bone in the chicken. And I also like to have the broth from the chicken as well. And also it cuts down on processed.
Got it.
It cuts down on processed food. Roasted chicken, it's not that hard. Google it.
Right.
It's easy.
Right.
It really is that easy. So you said, why do I want to have a whole chicken at an event? That doesn't make sense.
A whole chicken. Okay.
Guess what? It's not going to be a whole chicken when you get through with it.
All right.
Because you have a knife.
Okay.
And you just going to cut it.
Okay.
Look at that. And just cut it like this. And put it right here on the side. Just like that. And you could do this once you get to the event. The chicken could cool down. Or you can have it overnight. And you got everyone get it? Everyone looking? You just cut it.
Slice it up.
Yep, slice it here, put it right here, put it right there, and bam, you could do the entire thing, put it on a platter, and guess what? You've just saved money, because lunch meat is very expensive.
Yes, it is.
Not only is lunch meat very expensive, but it has a lot of preservatives in it.
Yes.
It has a lot of things. And another thing is chicken. You don't have to worry about allergies. Some people are allergic to chicken. I'm sorry.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But a lot of people don't eat pork.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't eat beef. This way you can save your money. And guess what? After you finish with it, you can put it in a pot, make some broth, put the leftover carrots in there, get some croutons, and you got yourself a nice little soup for the next day, right? And it doesn't cost that much. By the time you do lunch meat, you're going to spend a lot of money on lunch meat, right? So, look, here's another thing. You got the chicken, you got the bread, you got the eggs, you got the hummus, you have the fruits and vegetables, you have the cheese. You're doing pretty good, right?
Getting a whole meal.
Yes, you are. For cheap, inexpensive, too. And guess
Right,
what?
less than the cost. Everything we're looking at here is just like one big vegetable
It's
tray.
less than the tray that I purchased.
It is. And on top
And it
of
was
that, you're going to have happy people. Their vision is going to be great.
Right.
And they're going to come back to other events.
Yes.
And you're going to have food left over as well. Okay, so for the finale of it, they're like, what about the desserts? I didn't choose a cookie because of the allergies. But what I did is I chose these beautiful pastries.
Yay.
Right here. I like these here because they have like the little heart little thing. And then I do something simple. You could put strawberries on these. You could put cherries on it. If not, just leave it like this. Chocolate chips. Dark chocolate.
Okay, so, I'm watching.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Have a cookie.
Thank you.
Now have a chocolate chip.
Bam, drop it on the cookie.
No, eat it. Just eat the chocolate. Now put the pastry in your mouth.
Wait a minute.
It's just like that.
It's kind of fun.
Is it blending? Is it blending?
Yeah.
It's more than blending. It's satisfying.
Okay.
You can have strawberries, get chocolate chip. Some people want to watch their weight. They don't want too many sweets. There's nothing wrong with dark chocolate.
That's right.
Nothing wrong.
A beautiful dark chocolate.
It's antioxidant.
Yes, it is, and it's inexpensive.
Yes.
And you could get the vegan chocolate ones too. So if it's dark enough, it could consider vegan, or you could just buy the vegan ones. It's real simple. It's real easy. You don't have to have this big cake. You don't have to do all these cookies, and you don't have to do all these crackers. You could do something really simple.
Okay.
That's it.
Got
A
it.
good pastry, some chocolate chips, and boom. That satisfies the sweet tooth right there. All right. I think we're done, right? Did I get all the food in? Because I had a lot.
Yes.
Let me get the trees.
I'm
Governor
trying to
Don,
talk.
are you
I was eating.
Sampling.
Are you pre-sampling?
It's just cookie.
Huh?
You told me to put the cookie in my mouth.
Did I say that?
You didn't tell me to stop.
Oh, okay. I didn't say, I said take a snap, right?
Okay.
All right. So let's get the fruit tray again.
Oh,
Fruit tray.
The fruit and vegetable tray.
Here you go.
All right. So we have the fruit and vegetable tray here. We have the grapes, the carrot. Remember, buy the carrots in the
bag.
In the bag.
Put it in the bag. Keep it in the bag.
Cucumbers, yes. Hummus, easy. Can, hummus, leave the juice, water, salt, pepper, garlic, cumin, lemon, blended. All right. Bread of your choice, whatever bread you want to do. We did croissants here. You could do gluten-free bread. You can do any bread you want. These are croissants. Instead of trying to sit there and cut the bread, break the bread apart. Rip it apart, put it on there. Here we go, cheese. We are going to do what? Buy the
block.
Not the cube.
Pre-cut.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope, less processed as possible.
Put a plastic fork in it. Put it on something like this you get from the Dollar Tree 99-cent store. You might have something like this.
Yes.
Put it there. Let them go for what they
know.
All right, eggs. Boiled eggs is really good, right? Just boil an egg, right? Let's take a picture. Smile. Cheese. No space. It's okay. Boil eggs. You could do it the night before.
Yes.
Okay? And just put it there. And it's really easy. Wrap it up, put it in a refrigerator, get a box. When you're at Costco, get a box, put everything in, put it in your car, and you ready to go.
Chef.
Yes.
I'm not trying to throw a monkey wrench in the situation.
Okay.
I'm just looking at this watermelon over here. What do we do about this melon?
Okay, so look.
Watermelon.
Okay, so look at here. I was going to cut the watermelon, okay? I really was. Chef didn't slack off. I didn't slack off. I did not slack off. Okay.
But there was just so much food today.
It is, and I think we just didn't get to it. But you know what? Melons are great. It goes a long way.
Yes.
And it also adds sweetness. So if someone don't want to do dessert, actually, let me just say, at your event, I advise no dessert.
Okay.
Because it's going to take the concentration away from what's going on.
All right.
Please listen to me. I get paid for this.
I got you.
I get paid at corporate events, and I advise people on what they should serve based on what clientele or people they're having. Food is nutrition to our soul. It's the gateway. You eat lots of sweets and coffee at an event. 2 hours, you're like this.
You did. You're drained. Energy level down. Okay.
Yes. And you want to be upbeat. You're doing some fun stuff there, right? What are we doing? Cutting out?
We are cutting out magazines and affirmations and goals and so you should be excited to do that.
So people are asking me, why do you have the plastic bag here? That's another story that goes back to my Louisiana roots. When we cut the watermelon outside, we'll put it in the plastic bag and we'll cut it so all the juices could spill from there. And if the bag is really clean, you could take the juice and turn it upside down and put it on top. Put a little lemon on it and a little salt on it. And you got yourself some good watermelon. All right. So that's why it's in the bag. That's another show, right?
Yes.
All right. So then we have that, and then we have the chicken. I just want to stress this. Instead of blowing your budget on lunch meats that's expensive, get a roasted chicken and cut it up. Just
Look at the
be slicing.
presentation.
Yes.
See, that's so pretty.
and just cut up. You don't even have to have the big chicken like this.
You don't have to have it on the plate there.
You don't have to have it on plate. And believe it or not, this one chicken will feed up to 10 to 15 people. Because look at the size here.
Exactly.
If you have this and you have that and you have that and you have that, you have yourself a little meal there.
It's kind of fancy.
Yeah,
And you're
it is.
excited about
Yes.
it. And you see that house on the vision board.
Yes.
You see that husband on the vision board and that car on the vision board and that business on the vision board. You can't ask for anything better, right? So this looks like, what does this look like? This doesn't look like a typical one little.
My one little Safeway tray, no.
With 1 cup of carrots and 1 cup of celery, and then
And a little thing
Yeah.
of
A cup
olives
of-
in the middle.
of dry
Yeah.
broccoli tops.
This
Yeah.
only took
Why are the
that
broccoli
part.
tops always so dry in them
don't
things?
That part.
know.
That tells you how old that tray is.
Yes.
Right.
So this only took about 45 minutes of your time. It just took a little bit more buggy exercise to go around the corner, pick everything up in one section, come home, do it. You have food for your event. You have
Yes.
food for your house.
Yes.
You have food for the next day.
For the future.
Yes.
Some in the freezer.
And you save some money because
Yes.
a lot of this stuff, it's really inexpensive. All right, so we're done. You have any other questions?
No, I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm going to do this with you on the phone. But yeah, this will happen.
Yes, give us your information one more
So
time.
again, my name is Alicia Perry. Find me on Facebook. However, I'd rather you find my organization, 3seeds.org. It is www.facebook.com/3seeds.org. Go like our page. We like likes.
It's linked in the video. You could just click the link.
It's right here.
Okay, Chef Tobias Cooks here with Kitchen Conversation with the voice of Stockton.org. We just did a fruit platter. I think we ended up with a buffet.
Yes.
And I said a fruit platter, but
Yes.
a platter,
It's
but it
everything.
didn't work out that way, right? And you know how much I paid for this? I paid $28.92.
Wow.
Would
Love
you
it.
believe that?
Very
Wow.
economical.
Yes. Yes. And these little trays, I keep them. You can keep the trays and reuse it. That's it. It's real simple, right? Okay. So, everyone, please visit 3 Seeds. Support the voice of Stockton. Go to Chef Tobias Cooks Facebook page, Instagram page, YouTube, and we will see you next week. 209. Get on out and eat. Eat the 209. And if you're having an event this week, take Chef Tobias thing. Just go to the store, buy some food, and do what?
Make it happen.
Put it on the table. All right, Governor Don, let's go.
Yeah, shada-ba-da-dee-da, Tobias good. Da 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 da, shabba-dee-da-doo-da-da-da-da, shada-ba-da-dee-da-da-da-da, shada-la-da-dee-da.